Wow. That seatbelt kicked my butt. Woo. Because they did this type of surgery where they put a big hole right here and they pulled everything out through there. It was done by a robot, so I had like 3 holes down each side and a big hole right here. So it's like, yeah, that hurt. Today, we went to, oh, they don't mark their cups. Chili's. I did not have the baby back ribs. But, let's see. Oh, I forgot I have to share this to social media. My goodness, having a channel is so much work. Share this with your audience. Hey, everybody. Thanks for hopping on. Just doing my little quick check-in. Still on medical leave, but I so enjoy chatting with you guys on my lunchtime. It just, it's just a fun little break in the day, especially when you're feeling kind of yucky like I am. I was feeling pretty good, but then I got that seat melt on right above where like my incision is. I feel like I got my butt kicked, dude. It was not pleasant at all. Been working on a couple things for the channel. Got a couple of neat games. I guess what happened? Well, I had some cancer surgery, and the big hole they put in me, because it was done via this robot, they had to drill like a hole through my solar plexus, and that's where they removed the material, the kidney and all that stuff. So like right here, as long as I don't touch it, I feel fine. But after about having the seatbelt on for about 5 minutes, it felt like I'd been smacked in the chest by a UFC fighter. Oh, thanks. Yeah, I'm doing good, and the prognosis, feels pretty good, but it's still a definite process. When the surgeon said 2 weeks, I'm like, what the hell? I'm tough. I can handle this. Yeah, he wasn't kidding. There's a whole lot of healing going on. But working on some cool stuff for the channel, though, which is fun. I've got some gaming that I want to get started doing, and working out exactly how to do that in a live. Kind of learning as I'm going, and I appreciate everybody who subscribes, because I hope you can see the evolution of the channel over time, how I'm learning to make the videos better, and I'm trying to find content that people... Oh, hey, what's going on? Yeah, just recuperating from surgery. Today was the first time I got to drive my car, and that seatbelt left me feeling like I got my butt kicked, dude. Well, hello. All ages welcome here. We try to keep our chats nice and friendly for everybody, but I always do recommend, if you're 10 years old and you're on a live stream with an adult, try to make sure you got a grown-up or somebody you trust within earshot, so they know that you're not on something bad. Well, hey, Rachel, good to see you, friend. Yeah, I'm getting better, a little bit better every day, but yikes, I didn't realize how much that seatbelt was going to beat me up. But today I went to Chili's. I forgot how good Chili's was. They've got a real mean lunch special, and it's so fast to get. Like, I had a nice burger and fries, all for a reasonable price. Yeah, they are. They really, really are. But I'm just like all about the new Chili's lunch specials. Those were dope. It was actually reasonable. Like, going and getting a burger at Five Guys, forget about it, okay? It's so expensive. But at Chili's, I had a burger, I had fries, and a really nice dessert and a pop, $13.99. I was like, I'm going to spend more time at Chili's. I haven't been there in a while, but I'm just like, ooh, you know what? I'm going to go to Chili's. Yeah. I don't know. I might see if I can find an Amazon, get a little something to pad my chest next time. Why, thank you. That's very kind of you to say. What's everybody up to on this beautiful day? Yes, I love good mozzarella sticks, and their mozzarella sticks are definitely up to scratch. I do appreciate their mozzarella sticks. Oh! Ooh. Ouch. Yikes. Whew. Chest is all tender from that seatbelt. Feels like I just had a big guy just whap me right in the solar plexus, but from what I understand how the surgery happened, that's where they kind of drilled a hole in me and they sucked everything out with that robot that they put in me. But, as painful as it was, once I saw a picture of that tumor, I'm just like, worth it, worth every penny. Oh, thanks, Rachel. Yeah, it's just, I think it's part of recovery from anything, major like that. Like, my first week, I was on the couch binge watching TV, eating pain pills, like, what did I do to myself? But now it's like, baby steps, getting back out there in the world. But, with a little luck, I'll be back on the grind soon. I can't believe it. I'm actually going to say it. I miss work. I mean, I needed a break. I needed a break for just, my own mental safety, because I've been doing this for years, and I really never, I've taken a 3-day weekend here and there to like go to an event or a concert or something like that, but I don't know the last time I had a week off, and it has been such a benefit to just get away from the grind and clear my head. Oh, that must have been nice. No, it's, you're never too old to learn a lesson. And I think that, just going forward now, I'm definitely going to be taking, at least once a year, a week and a half, and just getting, the hell out for a week and, compressing it. Cause, I don't live to work. I work to live. I work with really nice people that I do care about deeply. But at the end of the day, they're not the ones paying their bills. I am. They're not the ones with, my ghosts in their heads. So, I got to take care of me, because, it's been a learning lesson of how I've got to take better care of myself. And if I take better care of myself, then I think I can take better care of the people I love in my life, if that makes sense. Because, you can't take care of anybody else unless you're taking care of you. Oh, hey, Rachel, do you still have my number? Or has your number changed since you were here? Only a part of it too is it's such a beautiful day. Huh. I did not get the message. I'll have to check my phone. Maybe it got thrown in spam or something like that. But, okay. Figured we could talk some shop sometimes, because, always good to do that. And I always liked you. You're fun to talk to, and I always thought you're a nice person. I'm so glad we've been able to reconnect, But I'll look up in my phone book and send you a message. Because, you never know when someone, even if they work for a different company, has got an idea or something you just haven't thought of yet. An HRY? Oh. It might not go off because I'm on live right now. As soon as I log off, sometimes all my messages come through. all good though. We'll figure it out. If not, there is an email address in my channel description. Shoot me a quick message and we can make sure we're both got the right ones. Speaking at work, I met your y'all's CEO the other day. That was an interesting one. Where's all my people at today? Gosh, I don't know. I've actually been, I hate to do it, but just for my own mental health and having a break, I've just been kind of ignoring them. I needed that bit of a break because, I do care about the people I work with and the people that work for me and all that stuff, but I got to get out and clear my head a little bit, I don't know how I feel about the changes going on. I mean, I've always been of a mindset, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You know what I mean? And there's been a lot of things that weren't broke that I think were going very, very well. But with new ownership in any type of company, I mean, they're going to want to try some stuff, I think, and then go back to what has been proven and works. So it's just kind of got to do a little bit of all right, whatever, and deal with that. Because, if you got certain processes in place that have been working for 20 years, why change it? But, they thought enough of the company to spend like $6 billion buying it, so, so that in and of itself is a compliment. There are some dope phones coming out for 2025 that I can't wait to get my hands on. Right now, I've got the Razer 2024. I love it. My man Chadwick is my moto rep still. He is the best. Yeah. That stuff is kind of rough. This is the way I feel about it, though. Like, if someone has consistently been out there performing, in sales, you're going to have days to where you can't do anything wrong. And you're going to have days where you couldn't give it away with a $100 bill attached to it. What I look for is consistency. The guys who show up every day, they're occasionally going to have a 2 or 3 day stretch to where it just doesn't work out for them. And you know what? That's fine. Let them have that 2 or 3 day stretch. But just don't let that 2 or 3 day stretch turn into a multiple week letdown. Floating is the way to go in this industry. I mean, it really is. It keeps things fresh. You're not consistently tied down to the same place and the same people every day. Getting out there and, seeing different folks, getting a little bit of windshield time, especially in sales, is so undeniably helpful. And, it's great to pick a favorite store. It really is. I've got a couple that I like a lot. But let's face it, these guys kind of have a little bit of a, like musical chairs, but with managers. Ooh. It's just a process. If you're in 2 underperforming stores, that's on you to just get it leveled out. And once you get it leveled out, then it's just a process to maintain it. That's like, my team, we won best in the entire company. And 23, 24, and I'm sure we're going to win it again in 25. But it took a good solid year of absolutely sucking in order to build it up and get it to that place. And now it's just maintain. Keep the right people in the right places, keep the right people doing the right things, and then, everything's going to work out just fine. But it sounds like you're in a kind of that rebuild situation, and I get it. I'm doing a lot better. I really appreciate you checking in. Yeah, today was my first day just getting out of the house and driving a little bit. That seatbelt kind of hurt because it was right on my incision site. Sandeep, I'm not sure what you said, but I appreciate it. Always thanks and appreciate for comments. But yeah, this is kind of nice. I've been laying on the couch for so long. It's time to just get up and start moving a little bit. That's it. That's another part of recovery. I was just talking to there's a real cool lady on the chat right now, Rachel. We're in the same industry, and talking about unplugging from work a little bit. As I've really learned something about this, not just about healthcare, but mental health care. I feel like I've learned that what, even if I don't want to, I need to take a break once in a while. I think doing stuff like that is just going to make me a better leader and a happier person, a better husband, better father, because if you're always grinding, you're always pushing at work, then I think things are just going to start to just, get monotonous, and you're going to lose your passion for things. So I have a distinct feeling when I do get back to work in a week or so, I am absolutely going to be kicking some major behind. Yeah. And honestly, I was looking at my stuff. It had been at least 5 years. In 5 years, I hadn't had a week off. And I'm like, okay, you know what? I can see why I was getting a bit tense. I could see why I was getting a bit miserable. Going forward from this, I'm going to pick a time every year and, get a week and a half, and, either do a staycation, which are just as fun, or a vacation, go somewhere, because, I'd taken like a long weekend a few times, but that's nothing like getting out for a week and just letting your mind walk away from the job. Absolutely. You're absolutely right, Rachel. I was getting there, because I got to the point where, I'm not tooting my own horn, but I got so good at my job, I'd do it with my eyes closed, but I was getting to the point where there was no passion or excitement behind it. But, getting back, I think I'm going to be grateful to put the cancer behind me and be back at work and just, crushing it like always. Oh, man. Well, guys, I am going to have to sign out. Rachel, I'll hit you up in a little bit. Everybody, really appreciate everybody checking in. Thank you so much. Of course, I remember talking to you. Good to see you. I'm sorry I didn't get a chance to chat with you more, but I got to get a couple things done, so I'm going to have to end my stream for today. I will definitely be back on. I love doing Lunchtime Live with all you awesome people, so I'll be back on tomorrow. I hope everybody... That's me, Chicken Nuggets. I hope everybody's going to have a great rest of your day. I will see you guys soon. Good afternoon, good evening, and good night.